Today we're going to change a lamp in a SpectraStar XT. So to start with, we're going to take the multi-cup adapter off, put it into a safe place, and we want to disconnect the power cords. So turn the power off on the instrument and disconnect the power cord and disconnect the power cord from the monitor. Okay. So the instrument is totally disconnected from all power. Anything loose on the top is taken out. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove 7 screws on the bottom of the SpectraStar XT. So there's one here in the middle, standard Phillips screwdriver. We'll take that out, put that off to the side, and then we're going to carefully rotate it off to the side. And what we want to do is just lean this just a fraction over the table. So if you put your fingers on the table edge, you'll feel the rubber bumpers on the bottom. And there are 3 screws on each side. Okay, standard Phillips. And there's one here in the corner. I'm going to push this in. I'm going to carefully rotate it to the other side. And again, use your fingers to feel the bumpers so you don't slide it off the table. We're going to slide it right to the edge. And we're going to pull out 3 more screws. Last one's in the corner. Okay, so 7 screws out. So what we're going to do next is we're going to tip this unit back. The cover comes off just as a clamshell. It will open up. So carefully support the monitor and gently rotate the cover back open as such. Okay, so if we look at the instrument, the lamp is over here in the front right, and our replacement lamp comes in a small wrapped container like this. So what we need to do is we need to replace this component right here. So your XT should have been shipped with an Allen wrench. Looks like this, 9/64 if you haven't found it. So we're going to go in, and if you look on the outside, there are 2 Allen screws on the outside that you want to take out. Do not take out the ones on the inside here. So stick your Allen wrench in. And gently loosen this one. And we're going to go over and take the other one. Each one of these has a washer. All right. So that's going to loosen this holder. And we're going to take out the 2-pin connector and remove the lamp. Okay. So the new lamp will come in some bubble wrap. Gently remove it. And as you're taking this out, as with all bulbs, you want to be very careful not to touch the surface of the bulb. So I'm going to pick it up by the corner. And I'm going to pull it out like this, holding it by the edges of the holder. Okay. The orientation of the holder is with the little Allen screw. It's going to be in the bottom. Okay. And we're going to gently stick it in, rotate it into place, There are a couple of notches on the side, and you will feel it just kind of go into place. There are a couple of knobs that stick out. Okay, gonna finger tighten. And we've got both of those screws finger tightened, and we're going to then tighten, snug it up with our Allen wrench. This really needs to go to a kind of a strong finger tight. It does not need to be torqued on very, very strong. Okay, snug. We're going to connect this connector. Make it nice and snug. And we're going to reverse the process. So come in from this side, support the monitor, close the clamshell. When you're closing the clamshell, you want to make sure that there are no wires. There shouldn't be, but you want to make sure that there are no wires that are sticking out. You can see how it fits nice and snug around the top sample presentation plate. And then we're going to put our screws back in. So again, I use my fingertips so that it's just barely overhanging the table. And I'm going to put the 3 screws in the right side. These should be finger tight. You can see that the foam gasket should compress a little, but you do not want to torque these down either. There should be a consistent finger tightness so that it's nice and snug. Do the other side, put it back in. Rotate it. Barely off the table, 3 screws. I would not recommend a powered screwdriver for this. Could torque it in too far. Alright. And we're going to pull it. So do the last one. 7 screws in the center. We're all set. Okay, we can go in and replace the power cords. Whoops, I like to make things easy. For the monitor cord, tip the monitor like that. We'll get the power cord. You shake the power cord, and we can turn the instrument back on. Carefully put your multi-cup adapter back on, and fire up your XT. That's all there is to it. Really important when you are changing a lamp, let it burn in. I would let it burn in at least a couple of hours before you do your task alignment. If you can, if you've got time, I would let it burn in overnight and align your instrument with the task standards in the morning. That's all there is to it. Thank you.